Hello everyone, Josh First back again, bringing guys some more Goddess of Genesis, and today we're going to be talking about why you as a free-to-play or even a casual spender should be saving all of your Genesis turrets for at least a month or two until a particular character finally arrives on the global side of the game. This character is very, very powerful, very, very strong, one of, if not the best characters in the entire game, and is extremely useful even as a 3-star, and of course gets even stronger the further you go. We're going to briefly talk about the character, show you what the character looks like, and all that other good stuff here. We are using the SEA, the Southeast Asian version of the game, to demonstrate what I'm talking about here. Because obviously this character is not available in global yet, but going by the release schedule, the character should be here within a month or two tops. So hopefully not too long to go ahead and save your Genesis turrets that you've gotten from the events that are going on right now on global. Perhaps we might even get even more beforehand. And if you watched my last Goddess of Genesis video, you'll know how to use those Genesis turrets properly, so you don't waste them and you'll always get SSRs from them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the character in question here. So we'll go to the manual. And by the way, guys, I will be referencing the SEA version of the game quite a bit in videos going forward because it has a lot of useful information. And since the global side is going exactly as the SEA version did, maybe the banner will be a little bit out of order, but everything else will be the same. So it's a good reference point to go back and forth from. So, you know, we'll keep using these old throwaway accounts to keep doing videos like this. So hopefully you guys do appreciate them and like them. So let's go down. Here we go. So Artemis. Artemis is the character that you really want to save all of your Genesis turrets for if you're a free-to-play or casual spender. She is a beastly CC, which is crowd control type unit, and she's a very beastly DPS. And thanks to her crowd control mechanic, she is very useful even as just a 3-star. Her DPS, of course, won't be there until you get her to 4, 5, and 6-star and further in her awakening tree. But for just her crowd control alone, she's an amazing unit, and you'll be able to utilize those mechanics at just a 3-star. She also is a very cool character, and for those of you that are quote-unquote waifu collectors, she's going to be right up your alley as well. She is also by far the best archer class character in the game, and she's going to be a part of that late game top team in the entire game, and that is the light and dark team. So because she is of course a dark type unit, which means her only weakness is going to be of course light. So let's go through her talent, her basic, her skill, ultimate, and support. Now granted, these are just at base level. These all get better and better. She even gets to a point where I believe she even steals one of the strongest character of the other teams, 30% of their attack or such like that, I'm pretty sure. So pretty nuts, but that's not going to be included in her base stuff here. But let's go ahead and go over the base stuff so you guys can get a good idea of what she'll be like when you get her pretty much at 3-star. All right, talent. Moon Corona. Corona. How ironic. What a name for 2020, right? Moon Corona Hunt. Every 4th time allies take action, Artemis deals physical damage equal to 300% of strength to the enemy with the lowest HP. So if there's an enemy on the board that's pretty weak and you want to focus on another enemy with your allies, you can do so because she'll go ahead and wipe that low HP enemy out herself if, you know, of course it falls on that 4th time an ally takes an action. So very, very good. This attack ignores protection, which is also very, very good against tanky teams, obviously. Starshot Arrow, her basic attack, deals physical damage equal to 100% of strength to a single enemy and inflicts defense down, damage reduction minus 10% for 2 turns, and can stack up to 3 times. So you can get that up to ideally 30% damage reduction if you get it off in time before some of the stacks start falling off, because it is only for 2 turns. So that is her basic. Her skill, Lunar Onslaught. It's a 2 energy cost skill. Deals physical damage equal to 350% of strength to a single enemy and inflicts stun. Stun can't be inflicted on the same target for 2 consecutive turns. So what you can do is you can stun one enemy and then stun another if you'd like. Ability upgrades, Awaken to +3. Stun can't take action, can't counterattack. Evasion drops to 0%. and everything else is halved, including block, which is very, very good, again, against tanky teams. So if you're running a tanky team, she's like, nah, bro. And of course, that's going to be for 1 turn. So actually, unfortunately, with the 1 turn, at least at 3-star, I'm not sure if that goes up to 2 turns or more. I cannot remember off the top of my head. But regardless, still being able to stun, again, goes right into that whole, she's got that crowd control mechanic on top of that DPS. I mean, just what more can you ask for from a unit that's going to be a part of the best team in the game? I mean, so that's her skill. Her ultimate, Moonlight Flash, deals physical damage to enemies a total of 6 times. So she's going to do 6 attacks, and the first attack is going to hit the target that you targeted initially, and then the other 5 are going to be random targets. So there might even be an enemy that may not get hit, but it's not going to matter because the enemies she is hitting, she's still going to be doing 150% damage 6 times. 150% of her strength 6 times. Okay? That is a massive amount of damage. And she's also going to inflict Mark, which means units cannot enter stealth mode for 1 turn, which means assassins are in a lot of trouble. She's like anti-assassin with Mark. A lot of units like to utilize stealth that are assassin class, so there you go. And of course, one of the better assassin classes units in the game, Lilith, for example. And then, of course, it even says this is an AoE attack, as we just mentioned. So, very, very, very good. And that's at Awaken +5, which, again, that's not going to take too long, especially by the time she releases on Global. You should be able to make her get around to that point relatively quickly. I don't want to say too quick, but, reasonable amount of time. And now her support. If you want to run her as a support, most people run her in your main squad. But if you do want to run her as a support, she has Moon Corona. Corona's back again. Sniper. It's a 3-turn cooldown and cost 0, obviously. Gains 1 energy when battle begins. Deals physical damage equal to 300% of strength to a single enemy. 50% chance to stun the target. So, I mean, bringing her off the bench could be useful if you're, trying to lock an enemy down. More crowd control, the better. After casting this ability, gains 2 energy. Ability upgrades at hero 4-star. So at 4-star, she can be able to do that. And it's not too bad. Like I said, if you utilize your Genesis turrets properly, like I mentioned in my last video, being able to pull these units from those banners if you save up and spend cautiously, carefully, calculated, strategically, whatever other term you want to use, you should, for the most part, be fine on banners that you really want to go in on. And that's pretty much Artemis, guys. She is extremely good. She's going to be one of, if not the best, characters in the game long term. And at her release arrival, she should, at that point, be the best character in the game. And if you guys want to see kind of what our general pull banners are going to look like kind of going forward. Sorry, I clicked the wrong button. It's going to be something like this. You're going to have Gabriel, Hades, Lilith, Lucifer, Dracula, Mary, Michael, Valkyrie, Merlin, Athena, Isabella, Abi no Samai, Chang, Tamamo, Cleopatra, Artemis, our girl Artemis, Joan of Arc, which is another solid unit, Mulan, which is a solid unit, Freya, Hestia, Gaia, another good unit, Sariel and Sarah, the twins, I don't know if they're actually twins, I can't remember, but they're very good too. Daphne, Siren, Princess Longi is also another solid unit. So a lot of big SSRs coming to global. Obviously, you notice a few of those are not on the global side of the game, and they will be eventually, and they'll be in the general pool. So around that time will be a good time to go hard. I know some people are mentioning perhaps maybe something for Chang because she might be the next banner. Chang is also pretty decent, but nothing in comparison to Artemis. Artemis is just head and shoulders above most of the other units in the game, and if you're going to be a free-to-play or casual spender, you're going to be very cautious on which banner you go hard on with your Genesis turrets, and at this point in time, she is the one to go into the hardest. So, yep. Get your Genesis turrets ready, prepared, wait a month or two perhaps, going by the release schedule on the SEA version of the game. She should be here within a month to 2 months tops. so you don't have to wait too long. It gives you time to save up, it gives you time to progress and build up your other characters and get to a point where you can kind of settle in and maybe even start saving up your golden turrets. So you can go into the normal banner hard, trying to pull her that way, and also, of course, use your pities on her banner when it's a raid up. So that's the idea. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I try to make it as informative as possible to show you the true potential of characters that are yet to come, including perhaps the best character to come. So Artemis, ladies and gentlemen, that is my my opinion on that. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, check notifications, and join us in the Discord and description below. And go ahead and follow me at Twitter at Joshverse. Same name as the channel, very easy. And that's going to be it for me. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, take care. As always, peace.